It says it can't get my stream key, and I think that's a lie because I haven't updated that in a year and a half. So there you go. Back. Heck yeah. Oh. I've seen Alexis has been doing her, you know, as she's known out here, Gigasaurus Rex has been doing the Mishmash TV quite a bit. So she's been switching her Steam key, back and forth for a little while. Which I don't know if y'all have seen that. That's been a lot of fun. Let's hope that was a one-off. I'm hoping, because we actually don't have as much going on with the internet tonight. Amy is back in. I have to look. I started it up. I teed it up. I teed the conversation up, and then I just got distracted because Coffee Nights came in here and we declared war against people we hadn't met yet. Clan T. So we were like, yeah, absolutely, we're gonna do that. Oh my goodness, Majuju, just in case we do league, we have to. That was so much fun. League was good. I want to play Magic again. Magic, I don't know if anybody has been keeping up with like Magic the Gathering, but it has been an absolutely insane. Like the entire quarantine period for Magic has been crazy. Like so much has happened there. That's been fun to kind of see. League I'd like to do more of. Biotic Ren, thank you for the follow, by the way. I'm seeing it up in the top right. I don't even think I recognize that name. Ah, geez, but that's okay. Oh, I'm seeing that stream. Okay, stream is good. Yu-Gi-Oh better than Magic. Changed my mind. It's a very different game. I have a buddy who swears by Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a very different game. And that's kind of like what I like about like the games around here. We were talking about Hearthstone the other day. I mean, yes, it's sort of like soccer and football are similar. Hearthstone and Magic are similar, but they're super, super different. Gotta sing Summer Nights, but replace the word summer with coffee. Every time he says anything, you got some. That's Petitra. That's her voice. That's what she's doing tonight. We haven't cleared those boats out. So this is the first Monday, guys. This is the first Monday since last Monday. And this past Thursday, because of the whole social distancing thing, there was a... Amy recently graduated from law school, finished 3Ls, just graduated on Thursday, formally graduated, formally has her JD, her Juris Doctor. And we actually set up a little graduation party in here as soon as she comes in here, but I don't know if it's exactly ready. There's a whole thing. I gotta put stuff in the box for it, so it's gonna be heckin' fun. So if y'all see her, let her know. Big grats. Big grats. Oh right, congrats, Amy. I know. Majuju, another friend from law school, Maine. Was not a good time. We had a good time. We had fun. 3L was probably my favorite year. 2L wasn't too bad. 3L was probably my favorite. 1L was really bad. But that's just how it is. Do you see me as into the party? Geek. Jock. What's the situation with COVID? Oh, the bar situation? So for folks who don't know, I don't exactly know how much of this is like common knowledge. But when you go to law school, you go for 3 years. First year, Amy says, yo, Dan. Are you in here? When did you get in here? What the heck? Feels like days. Scott and I are chatting. Figure things out? It's a great time. It was not a good time. It was a great time. What, 1L? It's very nice. Don't put us in. All right, they're coming in. Here we go. That's the cue. You're both in simultaneously. Look at that. Hey, present yourselves. That was good. Where are you guys? I was just saying, we got a lot of people here in chat today. We got Coffee Nights showed up. We're gonna fight Team T later on. We're just slowly acquiring Team Coffee members. I'm pretty excited for that. Oh wait, they can't hear you. Okay, I'm gonna fix this. Are you ready? This is what happened last time. We're gonna fix it this time. Okay, all right. Voice and video. Arctis Pro. All right, say something. Perfect. I'm hearing you just fine. Going over to yes. That's true, but I'm changing things around now, so now it's really anybody's guess what happens. It could they just at this point it's just who wants it more. It's gonna be the big thing. Alright. Say something? Okay. Alright. So no one can hear you right now. That's fine. That's okay. Alright. Here we go. Oh, that just killed the entire audio.
What are you doing?
I'm fixing it. Go ahead, say something. You guys aren't coming in. You guys aren't no, they're not. You're not in there. The voice isn't, no one can hear you. No one can hear you. Testing. Not anymore. Not anymore. They say, let's go ahead and jump. You can't both be Mac. One of you has to be Cheese and one of you has to be Mac. All right, go ahead, talk. Give us something. Well, that they haven't heard it yet, so you can keep doing Mac and Cheese jokes if you'd like. Go ahead, talk. All right, we got. How are you so bad at computers? Says Hamilton. I think that's the first thing he said tonight. Oh no. Before that, he said, "Why do you only stream for 1 day every month now? You're hurting my heart, Hamilton, and I can't even take it." Mac and Cheese are making fun of me right now. All right, go ahead. Say
It's
something.
a double Mac.
Wow, you guys are very loud. You guys are very loud. Why are you guys so loud?
Because
Why are you yelling at me?
For mac and cheese cannot be contained.
Yeah.
The Mac cannot be contained.
It's all that dairy. You find yourself in the midst of a Mac attack right now.
I can. This is the curds and whey are really. This is a lot. Okay. All right. I think we're good.
Okay. You want us to test it again?
Yeah. Go ahead. Say something.
Yeah. This is
Mac.
You guys are pretty good.
Nailed it.
You guys are doing pretty well here. All right. So there's that, but we've lost the game audio. So let me just slide on over here.
They don't need that with commentary like this.
DJ Dan on the ones and twos, everybody. Round of applause.
If one of you could do like what you imagine the background sound would be, I think that would be helpful. It's just like slurping grossness. This is terrible.
You're near a lot of sheep.
And a ghost.
And a ghost. we got sheep and we got ghosts. All right, we're going.
Pray the two do not form an unholy alliance.
Much like.
Write that into your Botaniad.
What, the ghosts and sheep?
Yeah, the ghost and sheep alliance.
Okay. Can everybody hear the good tunes and the good voices? Say something.
I just want to say before you interrupted us.
Right.
We were having a great conversation.
Yeah. Everybody. Everyone.
We were having a good conversation about how much better Animal Crossing is than Minecraft because no one tries to kill you in Animal Crossing except for the attitudes of your villagers.
Not yet. We can definitely. That might be a thing.
The next patch.
Now, Amy, did you hear? We've actually set up a special graduation event for you in Minecraft.
No.
We did. But you have to come to Scott's Birch Tower. You got to come to the top of the Birch Tower.
Oh, I hope I can make it.
Noodle, Deadly, Hamilton. Did you buy a new headset? No, this is an old headset. Did I buy a new headset? The retail therapy's been pretty aggressive.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was disgusting there.
Can I post a clip? Here's a question. For it's post to all three of us, so we're all gonna weigh in on this. Can I post clip link in chat, or do I get timed out for that? Amy,
yeah,
go.
this is Mac.
Okay.
Yeah, this is also Mac.
All right, Mac is saying yes. Go ahead, post it.
Niner.
It's a Scott. Have you been playing Animal Crossing as well?
No, I'm gonna get it probably after this paycheck comes through.
Heck yeah, retail therapy, right? We've all been engaging to various degrees.
Yeah.
Oh, go. Oh man, look at how beautiful this. Hey man, you coming to the tower?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm
Heck yeah.
dodging and weaving monster
Cool.
boys.
Do it. Oh, there have been a lot of monster boys. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, the floor is yours. The floor is yours. What could it possibly be?
This is Mac.
Starting to think we might want to. We can do a call-in thing for Mac. I think at this point that might be best for everyone's time.
Maybe it's like a call sign thing where it's like, this is Mac 3, and
This is Mac 1. This is Mac 2 there.
Where is Cheese? This is like when the world needed him most. He disappeared. That view. That's what I'm saying. This these shaders are so nice.
All right, I'm coming out up the tower.
Okay.
Man.
We're doing a ceremony here. They're beautiful. This was actually Ori suggested these shaders. You know what? I would say Ori is sort of like a suggestion Uzi, where like 80 shots in a clip, 3 of them hit, and that's enough. You know what I mean? Like he fires off 80 suggestions, 3 of them are absolute hits.
What a terrible backhanded compliment.
Thank you for tuning in, Mac. What the heck is going on here? Shooting fire arrows.
All right, I'm at the dogs in the boat.
Heck
level.
yeah. Don't you say that about Re-Kid? We're slowly trying to brand Ori as a different YouTube personality. Okay. All right, Amy, you gotta rest in this bed first.
Are you gonna kill me?
No, and then you have to put all your stuff in this box.
You're gonna kill me.
No. Hawali City, dude, that song is so good. That was I forget who did that. I think it's DJ Cutman does these remixes of popular video game songs, and they're so good.
I have like a lot of pickaxes in my inventory.
That's all right. Why is the floor on fire? Just wondering. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, the bats. Oh, here they come. Uh-oh. Scott? 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 Is he gone? Or how gone is Mac right now? He's out of the Discord. He's heckin' gone. And the party crashers. I know. Glitch City remix it, I recall. Was it? Why is the floors? I have no idea. Cough, you're gonna kill her, aren't you? I'm not gonna kill Amy. Alright, are you all set?
Look, this doesn't look good.
All right, you're all set. You're good. All right. Well, that certainly adds a little extra flavor, the bats, but that's okay. Okay. You ready, Amy? Come on over here. Okay. All right. So, you recently graduated from law school, right? Yeah. And this is our graduate. So what I need you to do is I need you to go ahead and walk straight off this. Just walk straight off it. All right.
Why would you do that?
Come on over here. Okay. So here's the thing about law school. Is especially in no, you don't have to keep doing it. You can just do it once. The point is made. Here's the thing about law school. Law school, you know, I'd like to think of law school as a climb. You don't have to keep doing it. As a climb up a precarious tower to a very high place. It's not about making. You know, it's not about pretending the world is safer or better. And I think in a lot of ways, law school is really. Oh. Hang on. Let's try that again. I have to go get the stuff. Hang on. I'll be right back. I had to mute you for a second. What did you say that fire was? I don't know, but it was
That's what happened.
Way up in my kidney there. It felt like J-Rock. That wasn't exactly the theme I was going for, but you know, I think it plays into the motif. So we're just gonna go with that. And you know, as we're going down, I can continue with the thing here. Actually, no, it's actually not that long. So I forget exactly how tall this gosh dang tower is. The dogs don't really figure into the metaphor, but I couldn't get rid of them. So yeah, there you go. Let me make sure I have everything. Okay. I do need that shovel. I do need that shovel. And I do see Scott is here. So one sec. Okay. Heck yeah, he's back in. When the inclusion ceremonies go horribly long. To be fair, this is about, I mean, this is fairly similar to how the actual ceremony went, right? Like, I mean, there were several technical difficulties. Nobody was shot with a fiery arrow in the back of the neck, but one video did have trouble buffering, so.
It did.
Yeah.
I thought it was nice, you know?
Yeah.
They did what they could.
Mm-hmm. And they did it on the fly, too, which was very, like, that's something that,
Should we punch this guy?
Especially from, and I would say, I don't want to say from non-streamers, but I do think streamers have a certain like amount of practice with absolute catastrophic results with their technology and just kind of dealing with that. Yeah.
I'm not here for my graduation speech to be a humble brag about yourself.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
So, law school, you know, doesn't necessarily change the world around you or make it any better, but it does put you up here, give you a little perspective, and it's still dangerous. But with the JD, I'm going to give you something here. Go ahead, grab that. Do you know how to put that on? Put that on like it's a shirt. But the JD, like a pair, you're going to need these two, like a pair of wings, gives you better appreciation and better ability.
What the heck do I do with these?
To see the world from a different perspective and be in a better place to not just avoid its pitfalls, but to help others with them as well. So now go ahead and try to. Oh, Scott would like to join the chat for this moment.
Okay.
Hey Scott, Scott, this is your moment.
This is my soaring moment.
This is Mac.
This is Mac. all right. This is Mac. Mac, good. Glad you got through the screen. Got through the screener. Glad to see that. Always good to have you on the line.
Yep.
Was that it?
Can I go?
Wait, was that what you had to add here?
Do see me as right. I'm going.
Okay. But the JD, like those wings, is still just the first step in many to come. And you have such a long and exciting road in front of you before you learn how to fly. But we're excited for the day that you get there.
Wait.
No, here, let me show you. That was half of it. That was half of it. But it was the speech. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this hasn't been your best work.
It was pretty good though. Here, I'll show you. Because now you're a Barbary rep, right?
Yeah.
So you've got all the bar prep, and you've been dealing with all this disaster. Kind of hits you like a sudden floor, even when you thought you had the wings. Come on up here. Wait, come on up here. Do you have the fireworks?
Yeah.
Okay, put the fireworks in your hand.
God.
That was pretty good. I was low-key worried that you'd know how to use it off the bat. I'm like, oh geez, the metaphor's not gonna work. She knows how to do that. So anticlimactic. No, this is part of it. This is part of it.
I know nothing about Minecraft.
All you have to do is
Hey, is Mac there?
I think Mac's. Wait, did we lose Mac?
This is Mac.
This is Mac!
While you're in the air, tap the spacebar just once, and then use your firework. Tap the spacebar and use your firework with right click. Did you do it?
No, I drowned.
Well, You're still getting it though. You're still getting it, and you did do it correctly there on that one. So that was our little graduation thing, and I think you know,
nice.
as part of it, you get to keep the elytra. So there you go.
The wings.
Yeah, you get to keep the wings.
Yeah.
Yay!
Now here's
It's
the
really
deal,
special.
guys.
Yeah.
I've been looking up my villagers and their stats.
So now we're talking about villagers have stats.
Well,
Do you
there
put
are
them in
different
battle?
desirabilities amongst the
yeah.
villagers.
Heck yeah, I get that.
And apparently I have a D-rated villager.
I got one that's literally named Stinky. So
That's true.
yeah.
That was
Oh
bad.
man, I can't wait till I play and get a bunch of cool friends.
I hope you get I hope you get all of the like gorillas.
I would love, yeah, I'd like that. An island full of great apes would be wonderful.
Grape apes?
Grape apes, you
A
know.
bunch of grape apes.
That's what we call gorillas who really like wine.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That
When
tracks.
they're kind of wine snobs.
Right.
They're
It's-
like, oh, that's a grape ape.
That's very like I forget what the word is. We have the word and then we kind of lost the word. It's like the thing is what it is.
Yeah.
Tautology.
Tautology. I think that was it. I think that's exactly it. I think grape ape
I
really
have,
tracks pretty well for that.
I have Flo, a penguin. She's
Uh-huh.
cool. I have Louie, a gorilla, and he is a jock, but he's nice. I gave him a gift and he put it in his house, so I felt pretty good about that.
Honestly, the jocks kind of grow on me. They kind of grow like they're just good folks. Stinky is my jock. So in order to use it, you tap it. So jump, hit the space bar, and just start tapping right click.
I think I'm almost home.
And aim up.
I didn't do that.
How'd you do? Are you still in the air? Cheese, go for cheese. Oh, I hear you. Where are you?
Hello?
Welcome back.
Are you? Where
You
are
got
you?
Go for Mac.
Go for Mac. This is cheese. Oh no! Well, you know, to be fair, I feel like the metaphor is tracking very well. but that doesn't take away the fact that you got your wings now. So there you go. Big grats. Big grats.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, I've made it to the chunk error.
That's what
All
they
right.
call. That's what they call my house.
I ran into the bamboo stalks.
They're pretty
that?
tall. They're pretty tall. I've never seen the that death method before, so that's that's kind of fun and new.
You're welcome.
So it's a valid question. What was the question? I think I missed some stuff in chat. So when the pandemic's over, you're gonna replicate this in real life. We don't have enough fireworks, but we do have the wings, so we can see if we could get something like that.
My goodness.
Yeah.
If I had to fly back today,
You're
my
right.
folks at home.
Right. Oh, do you need another? Is Jake in here? Do you have your elytra? Mm-hmm. Okay. You can also there are some other places that can give you the flight. That's a good one. Up there at the top of the tower is a good one. Some good spots. Hello, I'm here. We thought we were going to need an additional elytra there, J-Rock, but Amy found it real good.
Yeah.
So this
I
comes,
know where I die.
this one's coming in hot off the wire here. I got one fresh from the press. Hot take. Coming right to you guys from chat. Grape apes are the wine snobs, the gorilla world, hyphen. The punk grunge hippie monkeys are the vinyl primals. Glad we got that sorted.
That's good.
Here we go.
Good.
Very aggressive SoundCloud presence.
So I have this bear named Nate,
Yeah.
and his trait
Bear
is
villager.
I think they're
laziness,
common.
and his catchphrase is literally just yawn.
Oh, that's
I love
perfect.
it.
That's perfect.
He can't, like, his house looks really nice, except he hasn't given himself a floor. It's just dirt.
Okay. Well, you know, yawn. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he has heart, you know?
He's got something. I mean, something brought him here. You know, it's like, I feel like your Animal Crossing village is similar to Silent Hill, where the innocent don't come here. You know what I mean? Something brought him here.
When they brought him there.
back.
He's exact. Where are you?
I'm back.
Oh, you back at the island?
No.
Are you here?
Where it all began.
The island?
I'm at Nonsense Kingdom.
That's the island, man.
We're in Nonsense Kingdom. So anyway, so for the folks at home, I had to
Well, we're all at home. Unless somebody's watching on the road.
I have to move out of my apartment this weekend. And so I had to fly back to Boston this morning so I could pack before the weekend.
Did you pack everything?
No. I packed very little thus far, but I was pretty tired today.
Right. I was gonna say that's similar to my packing approach.
Well, goodness knows I'll do more than that.
I got better.
Most improved.
But so what happened? So the packing was it Animal Crossing? Is this a segue into an animal?
No. So I thought I was a little worried about the flight, right? Because I was like, man, what's that going to be like? And guys, I got to tell you, this thing is not going to stop getting spread with airlines and airports the way they are.
I was saying it from day one. You know what? March 6th, 1992, I was out and I was saying airports are spreading the coronavirus. And everyone was like, amazing first words. What does it mean? And now it's finally here. Yep.
It was like
must feel very vindicated now.
After so long, just kind of doubting yourself, it's less of like a victorious win and more of like a finally. So it's almost like too bitter to even enjoy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I took 2 flights to get here. My first flight, every single seat was taken. So like I was sitting right next to someone.
Right.
Yeah. And then they're asking people to wear masks, but like in the airport, I flew to Philly first, and in the airport, like half of the people weren't.
Right.
And like I was standing in line at a Dunkin' there, and the Dunkin' is right next to like the security, and there were like 3 security officers there, and people were standing in front of me without masks on, and they didn't say anything. So
maybe they were they may have been out of like taser darts. Like I assume.
I don't think you get tased for.
Well, you don't when you're out of taser darts.
In the vein of this conversation, I will say, North Carolina, where I live, is opening up right now, even though not but a few days ago we had our highest amount of new cases in a single day. So
jeez.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be hunkered down for a good while. Yeah.
Which is
get ready to hunker.
Good news for all you viewers out there. There's going to be a whole lot more of this because this is all there will be. So that's
put on your hunkering boots.
This is how we win, guys. By literally there being no other option but to watch this. We might break 20 viewers.
My dogs.
So.
My dogs.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Mike would like to report New York City is 100% corona free at this time. met with stunned silence, like just like flipping through the options of like how do I respond to this, like just
what do you want,
and just the rate, like the static coming through.
A lot has changed on this island since I was last here,
but a lot is still the same, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It
seems the more things change, the more things stay the same. Am I right?
The more it's different, the more it's not. That's what I always say.
It is what it is.
It's always been and will always be. Amy does have bees. Speaking of, a segue there from I feel like that's a little bit of an Uno segue where instead of having a topic that was the same, I had a word that was the same. So I feel like that's sort of like the matching color. So, yeah. Is that a functioning lighthouse? I mean, it's a house that has a light on it, so yeah.
Better believe. You better believe.
We do have somebody up there who's responsible for keeping it lit 24/7. Haven't spoken to them in one year and 2 months, so I'm hoping they're doing okay. Is that where to place my love hut? I feel like this is what is built on top of the love hut. Like the love hut base is still here. complete with your mind and everything. But now on top of it is the love lamp. So
Yeah.
it's so beautiful. Peter says his is that a creeper? Peter says his state opened up a couple days ago. Ours hasn't, but I was asked to go back to work, so our office is technically opened up, even though I'm pretty sure that's.
I'm not super clear on what actually constitutes being closed or open, because it doesn't seem like who would enforce those things. You know,
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine police
they've run out of taser darts
knocking on your door
So-
and being like, "Yep, gotta close down your lawyer stand or whatever you work at."
Like, dang it.
The Attorney General of the state of New York has been sending cease and desist letters.
She did. She actually did. She did.
She
do that.
did. Yeah.
And then she tases them. So like it's a little bit of a wombo combo. Like you think, a little injury to insult. You know what I mean?
And the cease and desist letter says, "Come on, guys, come on."
And that's just to draw your attention as she gets in close to the taser dart. I do like the lawyer stand. I think we have like more of like a pop-up lawyer truck that we drive around and we're like, hey, hurt in a car? Hurt by this car? Shoot money you deserve. Alexis is saying she thought that there was a limit on the capacity of planes, to which I say I also thought that. So this is news to me that it's literally packed.
Yeah, it was packed. I mean, I saw 2 empty seats at the front of the plane, and it's a small plane, the first one, so it's only 3 across, and one of the sides only has 1 seat going down it.
Right.
But every other seat was taken. Like I was right next to someone, and there were people ahead of me, behind me.
And you were like, "This is terrible. This is not social distancing." And the pilot got on the phone and was like, got on the old chatterbox there and was like, "But it's okay because this is a seaplane." So.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Very, very weird.
I'm trying to think of anything exciting happened for me today. I thought I had to work today, so I went in.
Yeah, oh, you went in?
I went in, and I'm like,
how embarrassing.
what a real.
Is this your first job or something?
Such a goof. What a gaffe. You know what I'm saying? We will never be able to run for office now. Not after that.
I feel like that makes you more likely to win running for office, given what's going on with electoral politics right now.
It's extremely difficult to say. Like the fog that opens up in front of you but closes immediately behind. What works for one person may immediately just not work for the next, and vice versa. So
Yeah.
it's really anybody's game at this point. I'm not discounting anybody in this electoral race. Least of all our cousin Ben from Florida. So
Yeah.
Is he running?
no, but he wrote himself in on the 2016 election. So we're
Yeah, I'm selling over it. And he lives in Florida.
like a state that they count that state. People like
That's an important state.
people go to that state and are like,
That's very on brand for Florida, I gotta say. I'm surprised that elections in Florida are not a complete tie every single time.
100% of the time.
Everybody voted for themselves.
And yeah, it wasn't 50-50, to be clear. It was, population of Florida. So I'm not exactly sure how many folks are there, but just kind of loop that for the appropriate number.
Why would you even go vote?
Yeah, that does seem like a waste of time.
Yeah.
Do you get more
true.
fish when it rains? Because I think I'm getting more fish right now.
You get more fish if you fish. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So
I'm so jazzed to be back in my fishing palace.
where are you? I thought I was coming to visit you, but then I forgot about you. Got distracted by the love hut, and now I'm just in the rain. Right, classic TCG Hallmark Christmas tale, as they say. Power of the love hut.
That's what happens.
It is. We do have quite a few people here that are working from home, and that's kind of nice. I really could not work from home very well. I struggled with that.
I was not a well. I'm not a fan. I'm thinking about moving my stuff back into work just because there's not many people around the engineering area right now.
You don't have your pants on.
Me?
You're just a naked alien.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's your naked booty. Like, what are you doing? You can't. This is. We're streaming this.
I got boots
can't-
and a hat on.
That's. I mean, I guess. As long as the mouth and nose are covered, I think you're okay. I think that's what the new thing is. So let's see. Let's see if you meet the requirements, or are you getting tased by the Attorney General? That looks like it covers the mouth and nose. As you were. You know, soak up that good rain.
On an alien, how do you know what's the mouth and what's the nose, you know?
Your feet could be, you could be breathing through your like feet holes, and that could just be like a cricket does.
You get a lot of experience from fishing. That's nice.
I'm sorry I said feet holes on stream.
Yeah, you should be.
Just I do like that the recovery on that was faster though than when Majuju said there's 0% coronavirus in New York City right now, and then that's good. I feel like that at least. I feel like we've passed some sort of moral. Our moral compass at least points north by northwest. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I see the gang's all here. Oh, you're gonna tangle his line. I never said 0%. I just said we were corona free. You know, potato half dozen. You know what I mean? I feel like you're making molehills out of. You're making molehills out of potatoes right now. So.
Man.
What?
Man, oh man.
Go for Mac. The floor is yours.
That's all I have to say.
Well, that was well
I like
used.
to leave my listeners in suspense.
It's pretty good. It's very like you've been doing a lot of Agatha Christie novels, so I feel like you're really channeling that.
I finished one last night.
Uh-huh.
There was a murder.
There was a murder. Was it the ABC Murders that you finished?
It was the ABC Murders.
Heck yeah. Scott, what's your favorite Agatha Christie novel?
It was Perot.
Dial M for murder.
Dial M for Murder. Amy, what's your stance on Dial M for Murder? A highly controversial book in the series.
Look, no one saw it coming, but you gotta admit, after seeing that number of murders, Perot would have been good at it, you know?
I guess that's true. Like the 10,000 hour thing. Like you do something for 10,000 hours and you're expert. You just.
I've always wondered about that. Like, that's not real, right?
I think it's like so. It's one of those things that is just so painfully like obvious that it becomes almost insightful. Holy cow!
That was nice.
We just
I had
lost
to
14 subscribers.
Thanks. Thanks, Al.
This is Mac.
Go for Mac. Ran out. Majuju says they ran out of Corona. They're Tillabats now. I feel like we made it a good distance without a Corona beer joke, so that's fair. That's fair. Oh, gracious. Bless your face. This Nephilim. That was to you, Amy. I assume that was to you, Amy, and not to... I assume it was to you, Amy.
What?
The bless your face after the sneeze. I assume that was to you, Amy, and not to Scott.
I think so.
But I'm assuming here. Here's the thing about the 10,000 hours thing. Oh, sorry. Go.
I
That's
feel
all
like
I had.
so unsubstantiated by anything like significant.
It's like
And
one
it's unsubstantiatable like by its nature. It's just a thing that was said.
if you spent 10,000 hours doing anything and weren't an expert, like you would have quit. Like there's no way you would have made it to 10,000 hours if you weren't finding yourself succeeding there. Like to a certain, or you're just crazy. And I feel like at that point, you know, we can write that off. You know, that's a statistical outlier.
I have like the best fishing rod I've ever seen in my life.
Why is that? I'm coming to take a
Because
look.
it's got 3 enchantments on it now.
You actually looking kind of ominous in the rain, Amy, with like your feather cape and your watermelon face.
Heck yeah.
You're like a brave wizard.
I come to give you a quest.
Yeah?
Find Mac. And cheese.
There's cheese. Mac is easy. Mac is everywhere. Cheese has been heckin' tough to find.
Yeah, my friend gave me mac and cheese bites because we were at a bar review and I stepped away from the table for a second and I came back to find she had eaten my mac and cheese bites and
No.
that the bar review didn't have any more mac and cheese bites left. So this debt has been,
It was there,
waiting to be paid.
and it was paid off today.
Today it was.
She got her iron nuggets in, and she's good.
Well, she
Good to
left
go.
the mac and cheese bites in my freezer.
Sure, I feel like that does it. That is the ideal drop-off point. It just happened to be relevant to the cheese bites.
Yeah.
There are a lot of comments like the $10,000 thing where it's like that sounds pretty true. So I sure. Like the energy required to disprove it, like you'd have to spend I think 10,000 hours to disprove the 10,000 hours thing. At that point, you're an expert in the 10,000 hour thing. So like,
This leads me to something I've actually wanted to discuss tonight.
yeah,
So I watched Cats for the second time,
right.
and I wanted to talk a little bit about Gus the theater cat,
Yeah,
and just what an incredibly strange phenomenon it is to like think about Gus the theater cat.
why do you pick Gus out of all? Like, because there's quite a few like candidates that could have filled that
Yeah.
niche.
Fair point.
Yeah.
The Fiend.
So it's like so like it's originally written by T.S. Eliot, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Captain Skittles just jumped in the chat. We're talking about Gus the theater cat from Cats. From Cats.
And so when T.S. Eliot was writing about it, and this is why I think Gus the theater cat is the most genius character study that
Conceptually,
goes on.
yeah. There's something higher that's going
so,
on with
like,
Gus.
So like T.S. Eliot
Right.
was commenting about people who were saying the theater isn't what it used to be,
Right.
like all the way back in like 1910 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Andrew Lloyd Webber in his musical basically makes it a meta commentary on his own musical of like these newfangled shows that are all about cats are strange and stupid and don't know what they're doing.
Right.
And then
Yeah, he did.
it weirdly comes all the way back around with the movie. Like, I don't know, just something about that is incredibly beautiful. It's the hero's journey, you know?
What's funny is very early on. I think it was like the days after the first Cats viewing for I think all of us. I like you had made like the joke comment that the heroes. Tell me, push back if I'm putting words in your mouth here.
Nope,
But
you're right. I definitely
yeah.
did tweet that. I tweeted that tweet.
it was like to the effect that you can kind of cram the hero's journey into almost anything, like and it could be in Cats for goodness sake. But the thing about it is like. You can actually kind of see it in Cats, and in the fact that it fits in so many things.
I'm gonna have to push back on this.
Oh, this isn't what you said. But that's what. Didn't you just said that he was the hero's journey?
That was a joke.
Oh,
Yeah, Dan,
you said
read
it
the room.
But the thing about the hero's journey that makes it so great is that it's in almost everything.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I've been reading mythology
Okay.
as a part of my quarantine coping mechanism.
Fair.
And-
Which mythology? Just so we can get kind of grounded in the world you're in right now.
Celtic mythology.
Okay. I don't know Celtic very well. So this
it's
you could be our guide
wild.
today. You might be our Celtic mythology guide today.
So what I'm gonna say is those stories do not follow a remotely do not follow arcs that are remotely similar to like Western style storytelling as we know it today. And I think like that's the whole idea of the monomyth. Like if you go back in time, like there is like much more strange and non-linear storytelling than humanity is given credit for when you consider the monomyth and the hero's journey and those formulaic storytelling things. I think they're like useful as a means of understanding how to create appealing content as fast as possible. Like, and that's why every like Hollywood movie and like a lot of, you know, like pop fiction and stuff like that follows the hero's journey. But I think like is there a hero's journey to Ulysses, you know?
The Finnegan's or the James Joyce
novel. Like, I don't know. I'm playing the devil's avocado on,
Yeah. You know that gosh dang avocado.
We got it just to get. Well, we got to have the avocado to get to the toast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I almost wonder if because I'd probably be a pretty strong. I'd almost say adherent to the monomyth, but I almost wonder if it's because it's similar to the 10,000 hour thing, where it's zoomed out far enough that it's like.
Exactly. I think that's also probably part of it. So it's like it's not nearly as perhaps profound as some people might think.
I think those people. I think there's definitely like. I don't know Celtic myth, so I don't know how helpful I could even be in talking about.
I love it. There's like so many strange granular details, and this is actually one of my favorite parts about reading mythology. Is like you realize as you like read it that culture is constantly evolving and changing, and things that may seem hegemonic today might not make any freaking sense at all tomorrow, because that's how I feel when they like refer to like some arcane tradition of Celtic lore. Like there's this one story where they talk about how like certain Celtic kings, but I'm not sure which ones, are under this specific traditional oath to never refuse a second request. So if you ask for something you don't want first, but then you ask for the thing you do want second, like they always have to give you what you want the second time.
That's good to know. If we ever run into them, that's we should probably have had that in the back pocket.
Yep,
just in case.
It's good to know. It's like crazy stuff like that. And then I don't know. Then there's just like these strange like non sequiturs where they're like, I don't know. They talk about the salmon of knowledge.
Sure. Well, that makes sense. It's a brain food.
Yeah. You know.
So yeah, I mean, if it were like the tilapia of knowledge, I'd be like, okay.
Wild caught or farm raised.
That's not. Yeah, I'm not sure. Salmon checks right out. It's all the boxes. Yeah, I mean, that sounds really.
It's a very really interesting. I highly recommend it, especially if you just have interest in Celtic stuff and
myth in general.
There's a little dog that just sat down right next to me in real life, not in Minecraft.
Heck yeah, I mean, I feel like this is the start of our own myth.
Where
going
are
here.
you?
Like Nevada desert.
Yeah.
Reception's really good. So.
Yeah. But anyways.
Hegemonic. Structure is. I might be. I've only ever read it through context clues, so I'm going to take a swing here. Is that like cultural structure? Like you recognize a king as a king, an emperor. Like you recognize the structuring.
I actually have a book on hegemony right next to me, so I'm gonna.
So are you just reading words from nearby?
No. I'm gonna open up the book, crack it open, and see what I can give you on this.
That's what I did for the entirety of the Botaniad. For that entire Fairy Wars thing, I just looked around the room and was like, what do we got?
Flower.
Done. Got it. Cashing out. Take it.
Okay.
I do think there's like, because a lot of I mean, we've talked about the hero's journey quite a bit. I think postmodernism attempts to really avoid it at almost all costs, or to like parody it kind of viciously. Like I do think, I hate to even bring it up, but I think Last Jedi is a extremely, like, it's a vicious parody of the hero's journey more than anything else, and that's probably why it had the strong reaction it had. Because I think some people were like, "Heck yeah," and some people were like, "Oh my god." But jumping off that topic as quick as we can,
Okay,
I know we've exhausted it. So,
I got the passage.
perfect. Yeah, perfectly timed.
The term, as it's commonly used today, was.
Does it say who coined it? Is it like T.S. Eliot?
No, it's Antonio Gramsci, who's an Italian political scientist.
Sure.
Hegemony is his term for the process by which a ruling class makes its domination appear natural by installing the presuppositions of its own worldview as the common sense of society as a whole.
So I wasn't super wrong, but I was definitely missing.
You were pretty close.
I was missing that like kind of that bite to it of like the installation part.
And I was not really using it perhaps in its political context, but more in like a cultural slash.
Just like the term meme. Did you know the term meme actually had like this beautiful like concept of like this grand sharing of ideas and culture and like.
Is it not? Like as it is right now?
It's just
I'm serious.
I don't think they ever envisioned. I guess it is kind of funny that parts of it are like somewhat high culture and parts of it are somewhat low culture, but I guess that's just an accurate portrayal. So maybe there's an accuracy to it.
Very egalitarian, like pop art, you know, like.
Neff with the word inculcation in the chat.
Wait, what?
Inculcation in the chat, meaning like the installation of a like I guess it would be hegemony, like an installation of a structural belief system.
Yep.
What is good? How many? Has everyone got like? What's this vocab class we got going on today? Everybody's been killing it.
We're studying up for our SAT and bar exams.
Getting ready for that the big SAT bar as they call it.
Heck yeah.
Little wombo combo. Did you fall to your death there, Amy?
I kinda. It was kind of weird. I just like hit the ground.
Oh, I get like super high velocity?
No, just like a jump.
Okay.
Do we have a dispenser somewhere on the island? I want to have a free food dispenser that just shoots out food.
We do. We have several.
I'd like to commandeer one if possible.
I think there's one right here, right by your stairway, so you can pop that right in here. I think Ori set it up. Full of fish.
There's so many monsters, guys.
Jake definitely cranked up that monster box, and it's just a roaring.
Okay, my stuff should be over here. Oh, this is where I fell.
Yeah, I wish I knew more about Celtic myths so I could be like, here's my opinion on that. But I was really just on the passenger ride, you know.
I had some fun
scrubbing that one.
Some trivia I can tell you about Celtic culture and mythology.
What's hit me with your favorite Celtic mythology trivia fact?
So, one of the only surviving sort of pop understandings of Celtic mythology that like survives today is the leprechaun.
Okay, sure.
But leprechaun comes from the god Lugh.
Like Jigglypuff? Wait.
Lugh. L-U-G-H. I'm not sure if that's
so close.
Or Lugh.
Right.
But his original name was Lugh Lampada, which means Lugh of the long hand.
Were both his hands long, or just was one kind of weirdly long?
I think it's meant to mean like a very like a warrior with prowess is
Oh,
what
like good reach because he had a weird hand.
Yeah.
Got it.
Nice.
Got it.
But anyways,
Yeah.
he got bastardized when priests came to Ireland to, and when they wrote the histories of like Celtic mythology and stuff like that, they started calling him Luff Cromain, which means stooping Luff, and so
Oh no.
he became a tiny little guy instead of a big, strong warrior.
Okay.
All because of the church.
There you go. There you go. And so now he is the fun-loving. Although I guess the movie The Luck of the Irish, the leprechaun's like evil. So I
Have you
guess
seen Leprechaun?
is he evil? Is the leprechaun was he cool?
Yeah, I've seen Leprechaun.
Yeah, Leprechaun. He's got some things going on.
Was the original
got
guy
touch of
cool?
morality.
Okay, but
Yeah.
okay, but he wasn't like
I'd call him chaotic.
Chaotic?
Evil.
chaotic
Yeah.
evil,
Yeah.
just straight up. All right.
I
Okay.
wouldn't want him on my island.
Right. Very like would walk on your flowers energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruin my beautiful fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see that. I get that. I can understand that. Yeah. So there you go. There's some.
But when you read through Celtic mythology, you kind of realize that J.R. Tolkien stole a lot of,
Borrowed.
or not stole, or
Yeah.
I guess took inspiration from a lot
Yeah.
of Celtic language.
He definitely
Makes
knew
sense.
about it. He studied like
He was a linguist. So
yeah, like all that stuff. Does that make sense?
And he was right there.
You know, Ireland's
right next
just
to
a
it.
little swim.
Yeah, he was right. I mean, he basically was getting. It was right in there.
Was Tolkien like Welsh or something? Or
Yeah,
maybe-
it's right
Jeez.
there.
I don't know exactly where he is. But
I'll look it up.
went to the bar that he like hung out with C.S. Lewis in. So like I could.
Yeah, in Oxford.
We at least had
Ox
some
and bow.
ballpark on where he might have been from. Yeah, there you go. I forget. Oh, we were talking about the
Why did
10,000 hour
he-
thing.
Why did he need the second R in his middle initials?
That's just how it is. There were a lot of J.R. Tolkiens around, so he really needed. It was like a branding thing.
There were like 11 of them.
Yeah, it's like
He should have named his son J.R.R.R. Tolkien.
and then it just keeps going. Like it's a thing. Yeah. And you could I feel like you could start to roll it after a while, so it's just a lot more fun to say. Like Tolkien. Nailed it. That was good. Whole reason he wrote the stories was to give context to the languages he created. I mean, it's possible. He was really
Yeah.
into that. Like that's actually.
Yeah,
I
it
could
was
see
like
that.
everything was just pretext for him to make up languages, which is that's a classic fantasy author thing to do. Is the world building is much more fun than the actual storytelling. But it just so happened that J.R. Tolkien was pretty good at both.
Yeah, I think what you're doing, it came out of a place that he, studied something his entire life and was super into it. 10,000 hours, if you will, and
Oh God.
he was gonna be pretty good at it. How do you feel about the Kabbalah? I know nothing about the Kabbalah. That's it. That's my whole. I know.
Well, guys,
Zero.
I hate to be,
I get it.
Party
This was
pooper.
big. This was a big day for you. You were
okay.
breaking social distancing. You
Yeah,
flew,
I was
your
up at
arms are tired.
6:30.
Oh my goodness, Amy! Just as you were leaving, Tabby Cat rated with 71 viewers. Yeah, give them the energy. What do you got to say to these people?
Go for Mac.
Go for Mac. Mac, it's you.
Mac, is that you?
Mac, you.
Mac, this is Mac.
We practiced for this.
This is Mac.
This is Mac. Yes, you did it. You did it. Oh, you brought that home. Look at all these people. Look, they're all like, heck yeah. People are clapping for you, Scott. Don't look at chat. Scott, don't look at chat. Just believe what I'm telling you. They're freaking out. They love you. They adore it.
We'll have to hear it.
There's a lot of photos of cats.
It's a lot of cat photos. We were just talking about cats, and the most interesting one, Gus, the circus cat.
What's everybody's favorite cat?
What's everyone's favorite cat's cat?
Look, mine's gotta be Skimbleshanks.
Yeah.
You know, he
Skimbleshanks.
takes the cake.
And so here's the thing.
Have
In the
you watched
movie
that?
version,
Right.
Well,
Have
in
you
the
watched
movie-
it? Oh, sorry.
Or, what were you gonna say?
Have you watched it at home where
Hello,
like
everyone.
you have the chance to observe which songs your cats come out for?
Oh my gosh, I should. Well,
so we watched
did.
Andrew Lloyd Webber shared the live version.
Right.
and Bird enjoyed most of it.
Bird is our cat, and he's always kind of been a little bit of a theater cat himself.
Yeah, he is a theater cat.
He is a was it
Of like an
Gumby?
more of an experimental theater kind of cat where like, you know,
Oh yeah.
he like pisses on stage.
Or just doesn't show up and is like, that was the performance.
Charlie is a rum tum tugger.
For sure.
Charlie is my cat
For sure. Tabitha is my favorite cat. Oh, Tabby actually does have a cat, Tabitha, who watches streams with her occasionally. I'm just hoping to get the Tabitha stamp of approval someday. That's when I think we're gonna know we made it. Oh my god. Got a
Yeah.
Sparks
Yeah.
just followed. Sparks is a big fan.
Sparks likes cat stuff.
He likes
Well,
the cat.
so-
Yeah.
I think we kind of assigned our cats their cat song based on
Right.
what we know
That-
of them. you know?
Right. Right.
They have input into it as well, so they can change their mind. But yeah,
Kind of
Bird,
like no, go ahead.
Bird's
Sorry.
really more of a Gumby cat,
Right.
and then we got Odie, who is a tuxedo cat, so he has to be Mr. Mistopheles.
I think he really is Mr. Like he's got that
certainly not a
nervous
Buster
energy.
Jones.
No. Oh, good heavens. He might be. He might kind of surprise us all and be a McCavity, like out of, like you
I
never.
cannot imagine Odie having committed every single human crime.
That's what makes him so good. You go to the Scotland Yard and guess who isn't there, right?
Yeah.
Odie the cat.
A lot of people aren't at Scotland Yard.
Oh, that's not the point.
Especially in these strange and uncertain times.
It's in these strange and uncertain times, you can still subscribe to Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard is still there for you. BRB, no problem. Tabitha loves Geek Streams. Geek Streams are fantastic, and she's been doing great on Mishmash as well. So that makes sense. Magical Mr. Mephistopheles.
Mr. Miss.
If you or a loved one have come down with a case of the magical Mr. Mistopheles, you may be entitled
Entitled to compensation.
to monetary compensation. Yeah, you've heard it before. You're a fan.
Why can I not
Fan
feed
of
this
justice.
cat?
He might be
Oh, there we
full.
go.
Is that books that you're trying to feed?
I got him. We got him. I hit him a couple times, and I was feeling terrible.
Right.
I was like, I'm trying to feed him the salmon.
You give him a fish, he'd rather have grouse.
You know books.
Man, this is
But
so
yeah.
good.
Charlie specifically came out during Rum Tum Tugger when I was watching.
So that's his thing.
Yeah, he seemed very interested in that. And then my roommate's cat, who's been hanging out with me a lot,
Right.
Trey.
Trey.
She came out during Skimbleshanks.
Okay.
And she's not really a Skimbleshanks, but like, I think it's more of an aspirational sort of thing. Like
Okay.
she was looking at it and was like, "Wow, I could be that if I really like set my mind to it."
You gotta have your hero. You gotta have a hero. You know what I'm saying?
Like what better hero, you know?
Exactly. I just choked a little bit on my laugh there. I thought that was gonna be it for me, but made it through.
Glad you're still with us.
None more than I. It is so hot in here, and I'm just like, look, this was like all ice a minute ago, and now it is just sloppy, soupy water. You know what I'm saying? When you wanted the cool, refreshing like breath of air off the top of it, and instead you've got the.
No.
Look, there's nothing to see here.
I don't want to say sloppy soupy again because I feel like that breaks the term of service. So I'm just gonna.
This
What are you
is-
doing?
This is a moment for my cat and me.
What cat is this? Who is this?
These books.
What's his real name?
You know you can't know that.
That's true.
Yeah.
What about his second name?
His second name?
He tells a few people.
Yeah, he tells a few people. We haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, he
Don't wanna
heard
rush
that
that.
I've been enjoying Animal Crossing more than Minecraft and got real upset.
That makes sense.
It's fair though. That's fair though.
Yeah.
What do you,
Look.
yeah.
Animal Crossing has this cute music. They give you
Yeah.
nice furniture.
They just, you know what?
Wear nice
Minecraft,
clothes.
there's no participation trophy in Minecraft, guys. In fact, they take the trophies that you already had and spend hours trying to get. You spend 10,000 hours trying to win at Minecraft and you're no expert, you know what I mean?
Yep.
That's just time sunk. Sort of like Magic the Gathering.
You want to talk about?
That's been wild.
All right, guys.
That was
Well,
good.
you keep enjoying yourselves. I had a bit of a long day
You
because I had
did.
some flights this morning, so
Couple
I
flights.
We were just about to get
Tired.
into Magic. You should have.
No, I'm good.
believe you
And
Good. She's out. That was. It's amazing.
This
how
is this is Max signing off.
you can't both be Mac.
See you later, Mac. This is Mac.
But one of you's got to be Cheese. I do want to know, now that Tabby's here, what game, Scott, was Tabby playing on her stream?
What I know?
What-
Is this a test?
This is some freeform jazz. What game was Tabby playing?
It's a bit blah blah. You know what game I was thinking about getting, but
Okay.
it had a lot of acclaim, and this is gonna be my guess for this
Sure.
question.
Sure.
Control. I'm not sure that'd be fun to watch streaming though.
Like Control Alt Delete Control? Like what kind of control?
The one with all the brutalist architecture.
I like Celtic mythology. I know nothing about this game.
Really?
Really.
Yeah, it's really well acclaimed.
I do know that. That's the one factoid that I've got in my library of Control facts. A lot of empty shelves, but on a little post-it, there's wide acclaim.
Yeah, so it's this book that had wide acclaim. I mean, not book. It was
Right.
the video game actually
Right.
that got wide acclaim.
It might have a book adaptation at some point.
I'm sure it could have been based off of a book. Oh, actually, it was based off of. Do you know that that one internet Wikipedia page, the Bureau
Creepypasta?
for Paranormal
SCP?
or something? Yeah, SCP. That's
Oh,
what it is.
okay.
It's
I
based
actually-
off of that.
I do know SCPs. SCP is actually pretty cool. That's
It's awesome.
Yeah. yeah.
I've always wanted to write a couple. Maybe I'll do that during quarantine.
Just whip a few out. You could do it about your, you could channel the Celtic mythology you've been reading and maybe get some sort of like,
Yeah. Salmon of knowledge stuff going on. you know?
I think people are. It's been a few thousand years. They're ready for the. Yeah, I don't think you'll be swimming upstream talking about the salmon of knowledge. That's all I'm saying.
It won't be swimming upstream to mate.
Just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Listen, you won't be. No bear is gonna snap this one away from you. Tell you that much. I don't
Swim.
know.
Don't walk. The nearest internet forum.
I don't-
Download the Wikipedia of
Control, right? Control. Don't let me put words in your mouth.
critically acclaimed.
Right.
Control.
I don't know that many salmon facts, so I feel like I'm going to start mixing things up here. But galloping to a computer near you, it's Control. As it rears back its 1,000 angry heads, and 40 million feathers are splayed, and all of its laser attacks unleashed. Control.
I think we all have a pretty good idea of what happens in that game.
A firm handle on both salmon and the game. Yeah, so Tabby was Tabby. Can anybody confirm or not confirm for us if Tabby was playing Control? Let's see what the survey says. While they're working on that, while they're mulling through that, I'd submit the game that Tabby was playing was. Let's see. So what's that?
Can someone in chat look up for me what the looting enchantment does? in Minecraft.
We need two things. This is a big order. We need looting enchantment in Minecraft, and we also need what game Tabby was playing. You don't need to tell us which one it was. A little two truths and a lie if you want. But we're gonna try to get those details in there.
I like how we put the chat to work. That's probably why you don't have as many subscribers. But
No. It's because of the content. Don't worry, I know.
but I like making the system work for us. You know, like why should I have to?
Right. I'm in a real pickle here. No, I think it's hard to tell, but if I had to come down on it, I think one of the worst decisions I ever made was getting a face cam. That was probably where it all started to go downhill. So.
I think you could do worse as far as looks go for streamers.
Look, man, you got a strong 3 out of 5 working on that. So.
Yeah, I would say that's probably exactly right. 3 out of 5.
People are gonna tune in just to be like, yo, have you ever seen?
You got a D space, bro.
You ever I like pure averageness. Has it's difficult. You just have nothing to say when it's over. You're like,
yeah, it's like how many roads?
It feels like I could have gone down any of them at this point, but nothing happened. This is just the morning commute of roads. You know what I mean?
Morning commute of roads.
Even if
no relation to the Colossus of roads.
Even if something happened, you'd be so in a trance of your daily routine, you wouldn't even notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Petitra says it causes mobs to drop more items when you kill them. So.
Okay. So I couldn't put that on a fishing pole, probably.
Maybe. There's nothing in the rules that says you can't. So there you go. I bet Tabby was playing Ocarina of Time. I bet she was just let's just kick back with an old classic, an old high acclaim. I think Ocarina of Time is the evening commute home of roads. It's at this point become just commonplace, but you're still having a good time. You're still happy to be on that journey,
Yeah.
Does that track for you?
Yeah, sure.
Great, Mac. That's the hard-hitting, hardball that I was hoping for. I don't play enough Zelda games. Comfortable Shoelace says. What is Scott? Have you ever played a Zelda game?
Yeah. Do you want me to list all the Zelda games?
Yeah, just give me an idea of the kind of were you an Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask kind of guy, or were you Minish Cap and the CDI Zeldas? Way off the beaten path.
I was Link's crossbow training.
Big on that. Big at 10,000 hours. You're an expert at this point. Could you imagine the
just 10,000 hours with that game?
I feel like that's the modern day Sisyphus myth of you've been.
I think you must be on some sort of watch list at that point. Because they're there's no way he's doing 10,000 hours of this because he enjoys the game. He must be trying to train to kill people or something.
Something's going on.
This is the best equipment he's got on hand.
He's doing money laundering or something through Link's crossbow training, and it's got to be that. It's got to be that.
Yeah, but if we're being serious, the very first Zelda game I ever played was A Link to the Past on Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
That's a big
in Rochester,
entry
New
point.
York.
Home country. When rock and roll was rock and roll and Zelda was Zelda.
I never played any of the Nintendo 64 ones.
Okay.
I played Oracle of Ages for Game Boy, which was pretty good, but I got stuck at certain places.
Ages was really hard. Ages may have been one of the most difficult puzzle games of the Zeldas. That one and Link Between Worlds are two for me that I'm this is really hard.
It doesn't help that I'm a big dumb idiot too.
Right, and that's been an uphill battle for, I'd say,
going on decades now.
Most of the things you engage in, but my God, could you play some Donkey Kong Country? You remember that?
Yeah, I was pretty good at that one.
Who can't
You
play
should,
Donkey
you
Kong
should
Country?
give me I'm good at like it's funny. I'm good at a bunch of games that are obsolete now. Like I'm good at like
Control.
platformers. I mean, I really want to check out Control because there's some platforming elements to it. I'm pretty
It brings
sure.
it back. Brings it back to it's that nostalgia element that really, brings you home.
Yep. Yep.
Fun story. The only time I played Zelda was Link's Awakening. This is coming from Deucemia. On the way to TwitchCon, the guy next to me lent me his Switch to play. Link's Awakening was actually the first one I played, and I really liked it. That was way back when, though. Then Ocarina of Time and all that.
I played Breath of the Wild, but I never finished
Oh
it.
man. Well, I don't think you ever do finish that game. I think it just keeps going.
It lived inside you forever.
Friendship was the real Breath of the Wild the whole time. There you go.
Yeah, there
We
you
got
go.
it in. The shareholders needed it, so I'm glad they got their one. It was friendship the whole
That's-
time.
The stock's going up.
Stock. Well, it can't go any further down. So that's
Yep.
all I'm saying.
We have no choice but for the stocks to go up.
And this is how we win. He says
Did you watch Uncut Gems recently? Because you've been dropping that reference a whole lot.
no, but I saw a GIF with very funny usage of that line, and it got me chuckling. So
Yeah, gotta love a good old "This is how I win."
it hit me right in the ha-has when I needed it most. Okay, possibly there's Deucemia's been Deucemia lied to us. She actually played Breath of the Wild as well. So
This betrayal of trust is noted.
you hate to see it. We'll go ahead and put that in the book. Uncomfortable Shoe says he started with Majora's Mask. That's probably my favorite Zelda. Just because it's like heckin' weird.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm on
that's what I
fire.
heard.
It has aliens. There's a whole like sequence with aliens, and I'm like, this is top tier.
I was
They're trying to
I was
steal the
thinking
cows.
of because I don't know if you've had this experience when you've seen cats, but
Yeah. Like you.
it just ricochets around in your brain for like the next several days. I feel like after you watch it.
You watch yourself
Where-
watching cats.
Yeah, and
Right.
it just like
Oh my goodness,
yeah,
Geek
you
is
have,
here.
you have flashbacks. You
Yeah.
have
Flash forwards.
flash forwards where
Yeah.
you get portents of the future.
But it's always very confusing, and it's like this is the future that might come to pass if your journey fails, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
You get it.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I was thinking like I should write a musical.
Okay. I'm on board with this. I feel like we're on the right track.
And I want it to have an absolutely ludicrous like plot,
Yeah.
or lack thereof.
You've come to the right place, buddy.
And every good musical is actually just an adaptation. So I was thinking,
Wow. I love that we spent like 20 minutes deconstructing the overgeneralization of the monomyth, and you're just gonna slap that on there like
metamorphosis, but
Right.
instead of a monstrous vermin.
Oh, so this is Kafka's Metamorphosis, not Ovid's Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
Right. Which that's probably a big copyright claim there waiting to happen. The estate of Ovid versus estate of Kafka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of the most boring court cases of all time.
Just assembling the interested parties would take that would take a hot second. Uncomfortable Shoelace says he hasn't watched Cats. So this is his maiden voyage into Cats, what you're describing right now, and I feel like it's very accurate.
I'm thinking metamorphosis.
Right.
But instead of a monstrous vermin, the guy turns into a pizza, or like a pizza
Something
pie.
absurd, something that's not even.
And like the first
sentient.
song is like, oh shit, I'm turning into a pizza.
Okay, so he's aware that this is happening.
Oh yeah, like that's the other thing. Like he doesn't wake from unsettling dreams and to discover he's become a monstrous vermin. It sort of happens in real time in the middle of the day while he's at work or something.
I like that because we get to go through the trauma with the characters, and I think that's a really beautiful thing to have in a story. So
and then I want everybody to just like kind of similar to Metamorphosis. Everybody is like not nearly as weirded out by the fact that it's turned into a pizza as they should be.
Right. In fact, they're just somewhat inconvenienced by it and like, oh.
Yeah, they're like this was bound to happen eventually.
Yarrow
the way your life was going.
I mean, that's 2020 in a nutshell. Am I right?
Yeah, I feel like I awoke from unsettling dreams to discover I'd be turned into a monstrous vermin.
Does he get to pick the toppings, or is it going to be like one of those things where, like...
This is where we can get into the workshop a little bit.
Okay.
I was thinking just all of the really like smelly ingredients, like anchovies, like...
You could gorgonzola cheese. You can get creative with the kind of cheese. Yeah.
Probably some mushrooms of some sort.
You could probably get a very pungent mushroom. Like, it doesn't have to be a terrible smell, but I think you know, stop me if I'm saying like the obvious things here, because I don't think that's why you brought it to this workshop today. But you know, just pungent, I think, is getting the point across, and it might even be more powerful if it wasn't necessarily bad. You know?
Yeah. Maybe some floral notes.
Some strong, like lilac going on in there.
There's some bruised lilac flowers that were sort of a garnish on the pie. Sure. Yeah, no, I like where this is going. This definitely we're really cutting to the meat of the ham hocks, right?
We've got ourselves. We're putting the cart before the molehill here, and I think we've got something. This is worth
Seems
two.
Like
yeah, this is worth a couple in the bush.
We're putting the pedal to the pavement.
And you know, when this possum tumbles,
it's gonna be carnage.
It's gonna be carnage. The streets will flow with sauce. That
was a reference to the post-credit scene of the movie Venom.
Oh, that's like they looked at the camera and were like, "It's gonna be carnage."
Yeah, it was Woody Harrelson is like, he's being interviewed by Venom, and he's like, "When I get out, it's gonna be carnage," and you're kind of just like, that's a weird thing to say, like just offhand to people.
That's basically how the Sonic movie ended. They were just like, "Don't worry, guys. Tails is on his way. Miles per hour.
There's gonna be Eggman."
He improv'd that. He actually. That's why you invest in something like Jim Carrey. That like the unbelievable, like on the spot content that he's able to spit in there.
Oh yeah.
I don't like. Oh, Petitra says she doesn't like where this is going, and Uncomfortable Shoelace is actually like, he's a little worried about that.
Okay, back to the drawing board. New idea for a whole new musical.
One criticism, we're done. And I think, you know what, that might be one of the most aggressively, like, that might be one of the newest comments and most original comments in art that I think I've ever seen. Like, I don't think there's ever been an artist who's literally been like, one criticism, we're done. Pack it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. We're going to stop at hour 9,999.
just to prove something. I liked the pizza. I think we should keep, pungency. I think out of all this, the gold nugget, the gold nugget that we got out of this may have been pungency.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's our how not to make a light bulb in this situation. That's our falling forward here. You know what I mean? Yep. Tripping upward, as they say, like a circuit breaker. I mean, I'm sure they trip. I've never seen a circuit breaker. I don't.
I think they actually they could trip in either direction.
It's a very lateral move. It's like you went from it changed cities, but
Euclidean in nature.
It's difficult to describe in terms of there and then. You know.
Yeah.
There and not if and then. Well, it's like I think that was actually a perfect embodiment of it. That combination of two thoughts there. It's just right. Oh, Peter's just coming to his MFA workshops. The problem with the MFA workshop is if if we were to like introduce it, I feel like it's bringing like a wild salmon to like commingle with farm raised salmon. They're just not going to know what to do with it.
I gotta say, I'm very interested in going to a seminar to workshop whatever musical I end up coming up with. I'm backing off from the pizza idea a little bit right now because I think I'm just hungry.
Maybe the workshop is the performance. Did you ever think of that? Okay. No? Is that a no? Because if it's a no, we can just back off the idea right now. Like,
yeah, we can back off.
Okay, we can.
Let's back off.
We'll table it. We'll table it.
How many enchantments can you have on something at one time?
I think it depends on the wizard casting the spell.
Okay.
Like Harry Potter could get like 15, 14.
Oh.
We could get like 3, I think.
Oh. On a fishing rod is what I want.
Like 3? 3? Probably get 3 on a fishing rod. Where are you? I mean, how much space does an enchantment take up? I gotta go, says Uncomfortable Shoelace. That's all right, buddy. He was here. He was here for art.
I like the way you emoted that.
Thanks. I did a couple takes to get there, but I think we had something real good at the end.
Well, let's do a couple more. This time, give me a. You're afraid.
Okay. Am I like uncertain and afraid, or is it like am I trying to carry off how am I handling it? Am I trying to be brave?
You are outwardly afraid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Was that good?
Let's try one more.
Okay.
You're proud.
Okay. Yeah. I just winked at the camera. Was that good?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Geez, you did. Okay. One criticism.
Give me one more. I'm gonna give you the old compliment sandwich. So.
Okay. The old soft velvet hammer, as they say.
Yep.
All right.
So I liked the fact that you were kind of rebellious and sort of took it a little loosey-goosey with the line reading by
Thanks.
not reading it at all.
Thank you.
Oh my God, there's so many dolphins out here.
I've been to workshops that have gone exactly like this with the dolphins. I'm saying. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Look at this postcard. Heck, man. The shaders are nice. Scott, you still Mac? Gotcha.
This is Mac.
You still got Mac? Well, I'm actually kind of. That's what else we ever saw. I thought that was you, just peacing out. I was actually going to say, with this sunset, I can't think of a better way to end the show.
All right.
So I guess proudly, I've got to go.
I've been yours, Mac. Wait, that's. I've been yours.
We're knocking it out of the park here. This has been great. Do you have anything? I know we have a lot of people here that came in for the first time in a little while because we haven't streamed. We have a lot of people here from the show that Tabby was doing. I think she was playing. Puff That Goes to the Moon. I'm not 100% sure, but what do you got to say? We need a comment that really hits both audiences. What do you got?
I love you.
Yeah, I think the shareholders are gonna love that. Thank you everybody for coming through. We're gonna keep the raid going. We'll see who we can find. We'll try to stream more. I was saying earlier, Scott, that we might be doing our Saturdays with Guild Wars again. We might be trying League of Legends again. So I'll let you know and let everybody else know. But thank you all for watching. Scott, say goodbye.
This has been Mac.
And it's been real. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you all when our quest continues.